Hi, it's Penny Black and Jill Foster here for your next PB&J card class. And today I'll be making a set of 3 cards using Penny Black Dahlia Dance, Kind Words, and also our creative die, feathers and frames. And I'm also using some May Arts ribbon, so I'm going to use the black chevron twill and also some of their string burlap. And here's a peek at those cards, and we'll actually be making the one in the center, and the other 2 are just some color variations. And yep, this is the one that we'll be creating. And to create this, I was really excited to use the Feather and Frames creative die and use these larger stamps, but stamp them onto the smaller die cut just so you're getting a peek of that floral image. It really changes the whole look of the image. So I'm just inked that with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I've stamped it onto my creative die cut. And I'm going to be coloring this in with Shinhan Art Touch Twin markers. And here's a peek at the first set of colors I will be using: YR21, YR32, and Y34. So I'm starting with my darker color, which is the YR21, and I'm just feathering that on at the base of each of those petals. And I'll continue to do that for each of the flowers. Next, I'll go in with the YR32 and feather over the darker color and extend a little bit further onto each of the petals. And then finally, I'll go back and add Y34 over the entire flower. That will really brighten things up. And for the leaves, the colors I'm using are Y41 and Y49, and I'll have all of these listed at the end of the video. So I'm just going to speed things up here, and I'll be back when we're finished coloring. Okay, now that we're finished coloring with that, I wanted to use just a portion of this sentiment. This is from the Kind Word set. I just wanted that word high. So I'm using some washi tape just to cover up all of the other parts of the stamp. And then I'm going to ink this with VersaFine Onyx Black ink. Then before stamping, I'll remove that washi tape. And then I'm going to stamp this onto just a small circle that I punched out. And so sorry there about my head in the way. And there you can see you just get that portion of the high. So I added that to my die cut that I had colored and added it with dimensional adhesive. Now I'm taking 2 other die cuts, so I use the same feathers and frames and cut those out. I'm adding dimensional adhesive. And I'm going to add these to a white piece of cardstock. So I really like adding the dimensional adhesive and doing white on white. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. You really didn't need to look at my head while I did that. So I thought I would make it better, but there we go. So that is on, and I'm going to trim off the excess from the back. And now I'm going to take this May Arts Twill Chevron Stripes. This is the black and white. I'm going to trim this so a little bit hangs off each of the edges. And then I'll just fold that over and tape it to the back. And I'm going to layer this piece onto my note card so it doesn't matter what the back looks like. This way I can get it perfectly straight and put that down. Now I'll add my colored die cut there, and I'll put my dimensional adhesive on the outer edges and layer that over the Twill Chevron Stripes from May Arts. Now I'm going to take the May Arts String Burlap Twine. I love this. I use this on pretty much every card that I make. And I'm going to tie that to the Twill Chevron Stripe ribbon. So I'm just going to do a double knot and then tie a bow. And what's really nice about this twine is you can really shape your bow into one that looks decent. So if at first it's not perfect, you can play around with it and get it exactly how you would like it to be. So once I had that down, I went ahead and put a pearl, and I thought it needed something else. So I'm going to continue with this white on white look, and this is a little butterfly from Penny Black's Creative Die tagged, and then these little ones are just a Fisker's punch. Punched them from white cardstock, and I'm just adhering them onto the card. Then I'll take this entire piece and I will add it to a white note card using dimensional adhesive. So just continuing with that 3D popped up look. So here's a look at that finished card. Now I also did a couple of color variations using the same sketch, and again using those larger stamps but stamping them onto a small die. Thank you so much for watching. For details and more information, visit the Penny Black website, www.pennyblackink.com, and there's a complete list of supplies at the end of the video.